We back. Now we're gonna go into what's the topic you wanted to go into again?
Well, a lot of people been calling me up. Well, what happened was I was in the Sprint store. Somebody had stolen my phone. I offered $100 to the DJ. I said, anybody can find my phone, I'll give you $100. So didn't nobody find the phone. So I ended up going to Sprint, and I was going to purchase a phone. Or I was seeing was I eligible for an upgrade. I mean, lo and behold, I've been having Sprint for some years. I pay my bills on time. So they gave me 2 free iPhone 7s.
Okay.
They gave me $800 worth of, Beats by Dre and all kind of little speakers and stuff like that. And in the process, I looked in the window and I seen 444. I said, what is that? I said, y'all work with Jay-Z now? They said, yeah, every time you buy, a Sprint phone, we got a deal where, you can get Jay-Z album, entitled, for a discount or whatever, they were trying to explain to me. And then it just made me go and just listen on the internet to Jay-Z album. And as I was listening to the album, I was like, wow, this brother's speaking on some of the things that me and, you've been speaking on for the last year.
Yeah.
And I really believe that, if I'm not mistaken, that the man have to be a subscriber to the Lions Den. Jay-Z is a subscriber to the Lions Den, because everything he was talking about as far as owning your own business, and I could have, still buying these cars, I could have bought property.
Yeah.
We need to invest in our community. Talking about Al Sharpton taking selfies with himself. Talking about he could have went Eric Benet and all this and so on and so forth. These are the things that we talked about, cheating and stuff like that in the Lions Den.
Yes, exactly.
But it's just overdue, man. When we put knowledge and wisdom and understanding out there in the atmosphere, that's what we do, brother. We wake up the dead, man. We throw an alarm clock into the graveyard. And therefore we wake up the dead. Those who are asleep, those who are dead, they are now awakened. They are enlightened by the truth that we demonstrate, that we manifest out of our mouth. The things that we say, the things that we propagate, the things that we demonstrate are now coming to fruition. Guys like Jay-Z and Shalimar and all of these guys, Umar Johnson, Dr. Umar Johnson, we hear these guys echoing. Even T.D. Jakes, I hear him echoing some of the things that you and I said. And either the cosmos or the universe is in line with each other, or those guys is going over to the Lions Den and they peeping what we saying over there, and they regurgitating what we saying in their speeches and in their messages. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I know, man, that you've been on this message for a long time.
Yeah.
Now we're starting to see a lot of guys, speaking positive, talking about owning your own business, talking about, getting rid of master, and let master go, and not being consumers, but being producers, owning your own masters. We got a whole part 1, 2, and 3 on publishing, you know what I'm saying? So when we hear Jay-Z, 444, and all these guys, talking to these positive things, we know that they get that directly from the Lions Den. And people might say, yeah, well, man, come on, Ken, come on. No, man, people are listening to the Lions Den. They are tuning in. They are getting the wisdom and the understanding that we are demonstrating on a daily basis. And what we're doing is we're speaking truth. There are only 2 things in the world. One is truth, and the other one is falsehood. Truth are those things that we know are to be truth, and falsehood are those things what are seen to be, and that are, that will pass away. The truth will never pass away. The truth is from the everlasting past to the never-ending days to come. And man can put truth in the ground 100 feet, and the truth will crush beneath the ground and rise above the concrete and be truth again.
Yeah.
So we understand, that a lot of these brothers is getting the truth that we are promoting from our mouths, and that we are spitting up from our guts, and we are demonstrating from our brains, and these brothers are getting this knowledge, this wisdom and understanding, and they are taking it, to their barrels, they're taking it to their hoods, they're taking it to their projects, they're taking it to their music, to their entertainment, and they are actually, reiterating and regurgitating what we already had demonstrated.
But how I see it with you saying that, I got two things to speak on that part. I want to say that if people don't believe it, check the dates. All you got to do is go back through all those series and check the dates. Those dates precede anything that particular individual has put out. So that's proof in the pudding right there, what you saying that when we got 1, 2, 3 about the music industry and everything. And then the other thing is kind of on a separate topic of that is when you just spoke on, you said Sprint has a deal with that person. And with them having a deal, that makes me think, I heard in the media that his song or his album went like platinum. But if they got a deal with him and everybody's getting a deal with getting their phones, then you're going platinum by default, not by, okay, everybody's just getting this because you're getting it because this is how the deal is structured with that particular company.
Well, Jay-Z, I wrote about him in the book, The Art of Human Chess. He's definitely a chess player. I mean, him and his wife, what they're doing is phenomenal in terms of business. You know what I mean? Because we understand the proximity and the level of business that goes into the internet and the streaming business. We know that from a perspective of a download and a perspective of an upload, the difference is one upload and 1 million downloads. So mathematically, just to upload one file and that file go viral and 1 million people download that file, financially, you're going to be way better off if you put out a CD and you had to manufacture the CD. It's going to cost you more, and you had to ship it to all these different places, and you had to make sure that you didn't have any returns, and you had to have a person sell them, a retailer or a wholesaler or what have you. So what they're doing with the internet and some of the things that they are employing in terms of business is remarkable. I mean, it's a phenomenal, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm overwhelmed by, what they're doing over there because we know that Jay-Z whole album was a publicity stunt, I mean, Al Sharpton, 50 Cent, Belvedere, Ciroc, Egg Benet, I mean, this man mentioned about 1 million names, Prince lawyers. I mean, come on, he mentioned about 1 million names, and basically what Jay-Z did with what he always do, he pulled the wool over everybody's eyes, and he outsmarted everybody.
But I'll look at it like this, let's say this.
He even got us talking about it.
I know, let's say it like this though. Since you said everything goes into the cosmos and certain people are listening, Jay-Z's listening, then why don't you make a remix and put the Lions Den on there and and promote us in a way, since that'll be a positive.
Yeah, I mean, truly, we know that Jay-Z get a lot of his game, from watching people like us. You know what I'm saying? Because, with the level of celebrity he have and the level of financial stability he have, he's definitely not in the streets.
Yeah.
So he definitely gets most of his game off the internet. And I know that the Lions Den is popping on the internet. And even if only 100 people listen, those 100 people are qualified people. Because we don't want to attract nothing with people who really want to take it to the next level, who want to elevate into the stratospheres. Because that's what we keep it. We keep it in the stratosphere. We keep it highly funky, highly intellectual, and highly intelligent. And ain't too many people doing that that's on the street level who can go and they can vibrate from one plane to the next plane to the next level, from the other level to the other level to the next level, like we've been doing it consistently. So all of these guys, Cash Money Records, 50 Cent, Jay-Z, Rick Ross, Meek Mills, all of them are tuning in to Lions Den because that's what goes down in the den. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, if you put a stake in the Lions Den and you open up the cage, it ain't too many people ain't gonna go in there and get that steak because they know that, to go in that den, if we pull that leverage and pull that cage down, they gonna get trapped in that den. And that's what happened. People goes in the den, they get that steak, and we trap them. And next thing you know, we got them forever. You know what I'm saying? They're part of that Lions Den. They're part of that trap. They in the den, and they stay in the den, and they can't leave the den. They become subscribers. They become lovers and they become believers of what we're saying.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. We do it big over here in the Lions Den. And Jay-Z is in the Lions Den. Just listen to the album 444 and go back and listen to every interview that we did and everything that Jay-Z is saying in that album. And the album 444 is what we said in the Lions Den. The only thing that would make it not, the reason is that he picked up on the cosmos, on the ethers, and the ethers was vibrating so fast that it got into his membrane and into his cerebral cortex, and he was able to vibrate on that same level and that same wave that we were on. That's the only way. He caught the wave. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't catch the wave, he definitely caught the Lions Den.
Too cool to count 24/7.